Aloha, my name is Rob Tucker. I'm a former president and current board member of Friends of Puna's Future. Friends of Puna's Future's board of directors has authorized me to make this video presentation regarding the fuel tax revenue proposals and specifically to HB 1626 currently before the state legislature. And I thank you for your time and attention on this short presentation. Now, the creation of tens of thousands of lots in these subdivisions in Puna and Ka'u were done to the primary benefit of some large landowners who, in our historic perspective, were kind of in a rush to try and complete this before statehood took effect. They didn't know the effects of statehood at the time. But the ordinances and laws governing the subdivision of real estate were in effect. And we now find ourselves 50 years later with tens of thousands of residents living on over 750 miles of substandard roads. Now, the location we've chosen here today to do this film is not unusual. It's really just sort of typical. We didn't find the worst road conditions out here. Believe me, there are worse. And in 2011, this is a rather typical condition here in the Puna district. Now, Friends of Puna's Future's case here, and our community's case, is that tens of thousands of residents driving on several hundred miles of road, every gallon of gas that's burned in that process produces fuel tax revenue, which leaves these roads and does not come back. Our goal with this grant and aid program is to have the fuel tax revenues generated on these roads available to the community associations to aid them in the maintenance and improvement of these roads. We think that this is a simple solution, it's a community solution, and it's one that can be arrived at with the cooperation of our community, working with our council, which has been successful, and in working with our state legislature, which we are now in the process of doing. Now, it may not have been a problem for 20 or 30 years when there weren't many residents here, but at this point in time, I think everybody is fully aware, with the census data that came out from 2000, that this is the fastest growing population base in the state of Hawaii. And these are our typical conditions in these districts. So I'm asking you state legislatures to, as HB 1626 comes into the legislative session in 2012, it has passed all of its committees with good, strong vote. It needs to come to the floor, and it needs to be passed. And we ask our Big Island state delegation to work together. We want to thank Faye Hano for submitting HB 1626. We want to thank Senator Kahele for his support from the Senate. We want to thank Dominic Yagong for his leadership on this issue. We want to thank Mayor Billy Kanoy for his letter of support in committee last year, and we need your support to bring this forward. Friends of Puna's Future was formed to lobby for our district on a county, state, and federal level. Our strongest goal here, and we have had the cooperation of the county, is to find a community, cooperative, and good spirit solution to ongoing long-term problems. And we have succeeded with Resolution 32110 with the county. We need to succeed with HB 1626, which will empower the county of Hawaii to use its discretion in developing a grant and aid program for our road system here. The problems we have are not the same problems that Kauai, Maui, or Oahu have. They do not have 750 miles of roads in these conditions. The problems we have are unique to the Big Island. We need a Big Island solution. But we have to tell you that if we are unable to succeed with the county or the state in trying to make progress here, our next step will have to be to the federal government. It's not the direction we want to go. The state of Hawaii and the county of Hawaii have been under burden from civil rights complaints in the past, and quite frankly, a federal solution here could be extremely expensive. The residents have been paying their taxes. They have been paying their property taxes. They have been paying their fuel use taxes. And to a large degree, the sentiment in Ka'u and the sentiment in Puna is that as far as roads is concerned, we have been left out of the dinner. We have to get some of our fuel tax revenue funds back in the hands of our community associations. We do not ask the county or the state to take ownership and possession of these roads. We think our community associations can do more with a dollar than the government can. We want to do this working together. We have been very pleased with our council's passage of Resolution 32110. We're pleased with the support of Faye Hano and the passage through committee of HB 1626. What's important now is that HB 1626 get to the floor of the Senate early this next year and get passed, and then allow the County of Hawaii to deal intelligently with the County of Hawaii problem. And these are all within our grasp, but we require our Big Island delegation to do their work, to come together and support this HB 1626.